Alright, so I ended up finally actually getting the oil maker, and basically the one thing I ended up doing though was I ended up just going ahead and fishing, because that was an easy way to actually get some money without really needing a bunch of money to be able to make more. So I ended up doing that, bought the oil maker, and started making some of the low grade fuel, which that stuff is actually really great. Not only can you use it for your auto harvester, but you can also actually use it for selling, which you'll see quite a bit probably in this video. So, it's like if you want to actually have like a really easy way or somewhat of an easy way of actually getting some money, I would suggest going pretty much straight for the oil maker. Don't go for a auto harvester. It's obviously not worth it. You pretty much, if you're going to go for the auto harvester, you want to be able to buy the oil maker and the auto harvester at the same time. Or like I said, be able to just buy the oil maker first, because then that'll make it to where you can at least make some money while you're waiting to get your auto harvester. Basically just plant a whole farm of corn, and eventually you'll be able to build up a bunch of money from just doing that if you have the oil maker. And then the other thing was that I ended up finally actually getting another auto harvester, because basically once you start having this whole automation and everything, it makes it really quick. Now, one thing to note though is an auto harvester only has 100 inventory slots. So, if you're doing things like corn that grows really fast, you obviously have to make sure you're keep getting it out, or it's going to stop harvesting. The other thing is, like, if you're trying to make some money and stuff, and you're using animals to make your money, make sure to look at your animal stats and make sure that their stomach stat is not in the red. If their stomach stat is in the red, you're going to have really annoying issues with your pets or animals, because it's going to make it to where your animals are going to be eating so much food. And then the other thing is the sprinklers. The gold sprinkler is actually, of course, better than theoretically even using 3 of the normal one. It would technically be better using the gold one. But the one thing is though, is that using the gold one, you will lose out on one strip of your farm. But that's kind of fine, honestly, because it leaves you room to be able to plant more stuff for your animals. And then the other thing is that if you're really trying to farm for money, basically the thing I would suggest to do is, if you're able to have like the secondary farm, if you were to, use your first farm to grow whatever, like renewable things, that's fine. And then basically what you would want to do is use your second farm to grow other things, like grow things you need to continuously buy the seeds for. And you could set it up to where it's set up with sprinklers so you don't have to water it each time, just so it's a little easier. It's up to you. So what I ended up doing before I ended up having the second auto harvester, and it worked pretty good. Makes where you can actually plant, some kind of expensive seeds or whatever, leave them, and then eventually you pick them and you make some money while you're doing your other things. But yep, I hope you enjoy. See you in the next one. Peace.